Hi guys, it's Ricky, and this is Ricky Reveals. so, I was just like, I do watch other readers, and some of them I like, some of them I'm not too fond of, but we all have our personal taste. Not to like, say that they're bad or that they're not genuine in like their process and the way they read their cards, but I think a lot of readers focus like too much on negativity, and which I'm gonna yes, if it's there, you've got to say it. I get that, but I was watching one earlier, and I won't say the reader, and I actually won't even really say the whole title, but the title was just like, I was like, are you serious? Like, you want to like spread fear and you know propaganda almost. I guess it's not really propaganda, but definitely fear. um, and get people in their heads. I mean, maybe. I mean, after watching the reading, like, yes, I get it. Some of it was warranted, but I still don't think they should have named the reading what they named it. Wow. Um, so and also another like one of my another little pet peeves of other readers is always blaming the crosswatcher. Always blaming the crosswatcher. I'm like, we are all human, and we all fuck up. Like so, I think if it is the person that you're speaking to that's fucking up, they need to be called on it instead of always like blaming the crosswatcher. I don't know how many times like just in the last like couple of weeks I've seen like Capricorn readings with the exact same title as Taurus readings or as Virgo readings, and I'm like, you're telling every sign the same exact thing. So either A, you're not that good of a reader, or B, um, you're being foolish and like causing mess. All right, so on to my reading. So far we've got the Three of Pentacles, the Hermit, the Ten of Cups, and the Four of Swords. That's the second time I've seen him in the cut. Could be dealing with the King of Swords, an Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra. Or actually, King of Swords, I do believe, you can look this up. I always encourage people to look stuff up, not just believe what's been, refurbished by somebody else. But I do believe King of Swords actually does embody Capricorn energy as well. But I see a man here working with two women and a woman who is by herself in isolation or solitude, hermit mode. I mean, it's the hermit, but in this deck, there's a woman on a mountain and all by her lonesome. And so I don't know if these two women are this woman on the mountain's friends, and the divine masculine is going to her friends to like try and get to her because he has no clue like where she's at or what she's doing, and all he knows is that she is his Ten of Cups and he's ready to start his life with her. Yeah. King of Wands now. So but that also could just be like because this King of Swords, or we'll say Divine Masculine, because the Divine Masculine has made the choice to take action. That could be why the King of Wands is starting to show up, because wands are the suit of action, the suit of taking charge and getting things done, fire and passion, and I mean it is the fire, the suit of the fire signs. But it definitely could be another sign. When one or both of you stops crying about the past, you will get the Ace of Pentacles. And I mean, to me, it almost feels like the way it's playing out here, that it's Divine Feminine that's crying about the past. So often it's like in the past readings, it's been, or what seemed like it was the Divine Masculine that was crying about the past. But maybe it's actually the Divine Feminine. Almost all the kings have shown up so far. I can't get nothing to pop out, though. Like, my deck does not want to talk. There. King of Cups. Divine Masculine is in love. I think even though Divine Masculine may not have been speaking to you, Divine Feminine, you have been on his mind every day. He's been doing things behind the scenes that you have no idea about. And that when you do get filled in on what's been going on, I think you're going to be very happy. Obviously, there is a lot of communication that has caused a lot of problems that didn't have to exist. And I think that's on both sides. Like, I mean, I'm not blaming one side or the other. That is definitely on both sides. But because it's lack of communication, because of the anxiety, the hurt, the betrayal, and it may not even be as bad as like one or both of you thinks it is, but because you're not speaking to each other, you're left in your head, and an idle mind can come up with some crazy shit. So you guys really, the first step is just speaking to each other. Ace of Cups. Yeah, your guys' connection is true. It's real. Oh wow. Ace of Wands. Page of Wands. The Hierophant. And the Star. So, as I was saying, your connection is definitely real. It's definitely worth everything you guys have gone through. I mean, I don't know your story, but you do. And all the setbacks and the hurtful lack of communication, or like just dropping off the face of the planet, or the hurtful words, or the picking somebody else over you, like, anyone that's on the twin flame journey, they know this like runner chaser dynamic of the journey. And so when one's running, the other one's chasing, and then when one decides to stop running or stop chasing, then it's like they turn around and the other one starts chasing. But in that dynamic, you tend to, twins can tend to date other people. And so through that also caused problems, because, jealousy and envy, and like, especially people who knew the depth of this connection, who knew how, like, who knew there was no coming in between you guys? Like, they did their best to, like, keep you guys apart, but all they did was strengthen the bond, and you guys are gonna get married. I would say before the end of this year, because the divine masculine is working his way to the divine feminine now, and maybe the divine feminine isn't really necessarily crying about the past. Maybe she's doing the last little bit of healing. Um, Maybe she thought she had healed and something had happened and made her realize she wasn't so healed. Um, and maybe that's what it really is. Maybe it's not her boo-hooing like in her ego. Maybe it's her truly trying to finish the healing process so that when divine masculine does get to her, they can really take off. Your twin flame mission is something to do in the public eye, something to do with your guys' voices. Um, Possibly, quite possibly, your guys' trauma. Um, because there's definitely trauma here. Um, with the Four Swords. Like, let's see, let's clarify the Four Swords. Well, then also with Divine Feminine still healing in Hermit mode, that's deep wounds. Like, deep wounds don't come from, like, anything, you know what I mean? Something that deep that takes that long to heal, and then especially it tricks you, and you're like, I'm healed, you know what I mean? And then a year later, you triggered, and you're like, wait, I'm not so healed. Yeah, those are deep, like, childhood traumas, or maybe not even like necessarily childhood, but like childhood and like early adulthood, or maybe you guys are both like have been married before, or you guys have both lived in long-term relationships that were very traumatic, and maybe that's what divine feminine is healing from, is trying to let go of all of that so that divine masculine doesn't have to pay the price for what that other person did. Hey, give me some clarification on the Four Swords. The Fool. Eight of Pentacles. And give me one more. One more. Strength. So yeah, I think that all right, let me just go ahead and clarify the Hermit too, just so I don't get ahead of myself. Divine Feminine, be aware that someone who doesn't want you to have this is the devil. As I was saying, someone who doesn't want you to have this came playing out of the deck. But Seven of Swords, the devil, are both here clarifying the Hermit. And I do think that that's one or more people who will get to you before Divine Masculine and try, and they're probably exes or people you've been with in the past. Maybe it wasn't actually a full-blown relationship, but there was a connection there that they could play off of. And but yeah, they're just trying to steal the abundance that they know you're going to get when you consummate this divine union. With the swords and the pentacles being here, excuse me, could be an earth sign or air sign. let me see. Let me clarify the King of Cups to try and give you an idea of who the true Divine Masculine is. Give me clarity. Who is this King of Cups? What is the real identity of the King of Cups? Because, you know, the King of Cups is just like the masculine epitome of love. Like, I mean, that's what he embodies. He's a lover. So he could be any one of the signs. He's just a man who is mature. You know, he's a king. But he's genuinely in love. Like, I mean, he is in love. Water sign or fire sign? Pisces or Cancer, or Aries, Leo, Sag? Give me one more, just because. Because I feel like it. I feel like chicken tonight. I feel like chicken tonight. My bad, guys. I don't know where that came from. Give me one more card. Oh. Ten of Swords. That doesn't help. Give me one more. This person honestly could have been involved in betraying you as well. They could have gotten wrapped up with these other narcissists that are going to try and beat the Divine Masculine to the punch. And maybe they did do something that was hurtful to you. And oh no. You know what? I don't like that. Let's see. I'm going to go to a different deck. How do you like that, you sneaky little Taurus? Clarify to me who this King of Cups is. It could very well be a Pisces, though, because that's the second Pisces card that came out. Scorpio. All I can tell you is that be prepared to for this to be a tower moment. I think there's going to be a couple people that maybe it is a Scorpio. Because that's in two different decks, the Page of Pentacles. Oh no, I'm sorry. Page of Cups, Page of Pentacles. Okay, just kidding. So one more. Give me one more and then I'll let it go. And you'll just have to like use your own discernment. The High Priestess. That's crazy. So maybe this is a Pisces. Because in both the decks I was using, the High Priestess came out in both decks to clarify the King of Swords, or the King of Cups. So, very well possibly could be a Pisces, or Cancer, or it's just telling you that this person is very intuitive. So don't lie to this person. Whatever you do, don't lie to them. Like, because they probably already know the answer before they ask you. And with you guys being twins, you're probably intuitive and psychic as well. And your gifts will only strengthen when you guys come together. Alright, let's get some angel messages. Okay, well. Surrender, clear, cancel, release, sacred plan, and inner child healing. So, remember earlier with The feminine being in hermit mode. Definitely inner child healing. Ask and receive. Opportunity and change. Honesty and communication. And yes. That's like, I think was the main problem in this union, this particular twin union, was communication. Oh. Confidence. I think, for whatever reason, it really doesn't make sense to me, but I think the divine, and it could be both sides of it, but I think the divine masculine in this particular union has really lacked self-confidence. But it could be both. I mean, because there is a woman on this card, but for some reason, it's, to me, is screaming that's speaking of the masculine. But I think you both have this sense of belonging, like you want to belong to something bigger than yourselves. And I think you both have never really had that. Like, ever since you were kids, I think you were ostracized, or, people were always like, that one's different. That one's different, or that one's special. And like when they said that one's special, they probably meant it with like a very like good connotation, but when you're a kid and all you know is that nobody likes you, like, or everyone like treats you, like makes fun of you and stuff, like, and you hear that one's special, it doesn't sound, it doesn't resonate properly. Understanding. You guys will definitely understand each other. I think you both already know that. It's just physically coming together and having the conversation. Get a couple more in here, and then I'll get some animal spirit messages. Okay. Release your blocks. Trust the universe. Release your blocks is Scorpio energy. Trust the universe is Aquarius. Unleash your kindest self, Capricorn. Go for it, Aries. Be humble, Leo. And believe in your good luck, Sagittarius. You guys, if you follow my readings, like, if you watch all my videos, this is like the third time in a week that this has come out, and I hope it showed on camera like how that literally just went, like, I could not have faked that. But yeah, it's like the third time in a week that this card's come out. Butterfly, delight in life and embrace change as the source of your creativity. Someone, yes, I know life up until now has been very hard. You've been through a lot of shit, and most people would have died walking a mile in your shoes. Like, you are a very strong individual, but doesn't take away from the fact that you're still human, and the shit still hurts, and you still have to go through the process of healing. But I think the reason why this is coming up is to, like, try to give you some confidence, since we had that card earlier, or assurance that everything you've known up until now, all the pain and heartache that you've known previously, it's gone. Like, it is a new day. Like, you are being transformed into a beautiful butterfly, and things will start to work out for you. So release that negative self-talk, that negative outlook on life, because you got some beautiful things. God has some beautiful things coming in for you. And He's ready. He wants you to live life as He intended it when He created you, not just exist. I think both of these are important. So Butterfly, if the reading is resonating with you, like as I'm speaking to you, this is for you. If these two are for your person, or maybe people, because like I said, there's going to be a couple. I'm going to take the panda for your actual divine masculine. Or I guess that doesn't really work. Oh well, you take it how it resonates. You pin it in where it needs to be pinned in at. But we got panda. Enjoy the sanctuary of solitude to regain self-esteem and tranquility. So I guess I could also go for divine feminine with earlier, the hermit. And fox. Your sharpened senses allow you to observe the actions of others. And I think that's going to be really important right now because of these false twins or false people coming in trying to get you to make the wrong choice. All right. Let's see where we at. Okay, we got a couple more minutes. Let me try and throw some signs. It must have... Oh, because it rained all day yesterday. I'm like, all my cards are like moist. All right, Libra. Virgo. Leo. Scorpio. Give me two more. Aquarius. And Capricorn. I did 6 since there's 12. That's half the zodiac. Give me a couple names. Derek. Big D. James. Dina. That's funny. Strawberry Wine. Dina and then Carter was the next one out. Dina Carter, Strawberry Wine. Strawberry Wine. 17. A hot July noon. Saw everything. A first taste of love. Whoa, bittersweet. Rachel. Hector. Raven, Haley, Jordan, Nate, Mo, Kurt, Betty, Little Baby. Telling you, Little Baby is somebody's divine masculine in my collective. Somebody watches my channel. Little Baby is your divine masculine. Dayrell, Tim, Dwayne, Melinda. Oh. Liz, Jody, Linda, just a couple more, and then I'll end it. That's it. So that stack all flipped over together. Marcus, Mariah, Beth, Jasmine, Tony, and Hope. All right. I hope this helped you guys. I love you. If you love me as much as I love you, please like, share, and subscribe. And take care of yourselves and each other. Until next time.